I like the way of life about farming, you know. I think it's a very rewarding way of life. You do things, you're creating things, you're growing things. And I started initially with industrial beef production, and I did that for quite a few years and became one of the biggest beef producers in the country. And I gave it up as a rubbish business because all they wanted to do was buy cheaper. And I thought there's got to be a business to be had trying to produce meat in the way the great chateaux of the world produce wine. How do you make it better rather than how do you make it cheaper? And I've been doing that now for something over 25 years. We supply about 1/3 of the Michelin-starred restaurants in the country. We've exported it to Hong Kong and used over there for the 50 best chefs in Asia. We do longhorn beef cattle and we do Ryland sheep, and our pigs are middle whites, which are very rare pigs. The whole ethos is how do we give them a really good life before they give us amazing food. So giving them a really good life is fundamental. So we use a straw-based system, but we use vast quantities of straw. And we feed the pigs in the straw whenever possible. We've never cut pigs' tails or teeth on this farm because they are kept occupied, just as in nature, rooting around in the straw looking for their food. They're happy pigs. When you walk around them, you'll see they're either asleep or rooting around looking for their food. They're not restless, they don't shout. The middle white lays down more fat than modern pork pigs. Michel Roux said to me one day, "Your fat tastes like lardo and hasn't even been cured. It's just outstanding." And what is disappointing, if you see people carefully cutting every little bit of fat off and just want to eat the lean, they've missed the point of the whole thing. You know, but there you go. So sometimes we get asked what is special about the diet we feed them. There's nothing particularly special about it. It's attention to detail, and it's a succession of little steps being done correctly. If you think about making beautiful furniture, if you gave Chippendale plywood, you aren't going to end up with wonderful furniture. If you give a schoolboy wonderful wood, you aren't going to end up with good furniture. So you've got to start with wonderful wood, then you've got to have a Chippendale, he's got to have sharp tools and a good design, and then finally you end up with something that you can be really proud of. Attention to detail over a lot of little steps. Now, rather nicely, I've been asked to supply the pork for the Taittinger international competition, which is a great feather in my cap to have been asked to do that.